Well, good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back, and it is mail call time. I had this package. I didn't expect it in the mail. It's from Bison Uberti, and let's take a look and see what we've got today in this mail call. I'm pretty excited about this. I didn't expect this. I have no idea what it is, but I will tell you, this box is heavy. So I'm pretty excited. This is not the first mail call that I've had from Bison. He's been very generous in the past. He sent me a lot of 45 ACP brass and lead and 45 long Colt lead cast bullets, all kinds of cool stuff. So I really love the mail calls. Let's take a look and see what we have today. Something there. I don't know what that is. This is a heavy package. Heavy package today. Wow. And everything's like almost taped in there or something. Okay, so did we get everything out of the package? Yes, we did. So I'll set that back and let's take a look and see what we have today. So, Berry's bullets, 250 grain. Wow, this looks like a few bullets and maybe some primers or some brass. I'm not sure. We're going to find out though. Wow, thank you, Bison. This is super nice of you. You didn't have to do this. I love the mail calls though. Don't think that I don't appreciate it, because I absolutely do. I just feel, sometimes I feel like guilty for accepting such a gracious donation. What I like to do when I receive a mail call like this is I like to shoot videos, and if it's reloading stuff, I like to shoot the reloading video for that particular item. So these are 250 grain Berry's bullets, flat point, 45 long Colt. Wow, 50 of them. 45 long Colt. And he sent me some brass in the past for 45 long Colt. So I have some brass. There will be a reloading video for you, just for you, my brother, coming in the future. What do we have here? In fact, I've already filmed one, and I have it sitting on the editing table right now, editing that video. What is this one? This looks like 22 caliber possibly. Nothing left in there. What is this? Wow. Extreme Bullets, 22 caliber, 55 grain. Full metal jacket. Boat tail with cantilever. 100 bullets. Wow. Those look nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. 223. Wow, that is just blowing me away. I'm just truly humbled. I'm not used to receiving these gracious mail calls like this, and I definitely appreciate it very, very much. You know, I spend a lot of time and energy and work and effort and resources in putting out great videos for you guys, reloading wise, and when something like this happens, it just makes it all worth my while. And I mean, I'm not saying you guys have to send stuff, but I'm just saying I definitely appreciate it. Looks like this is another batch of the same exact thing, another 100. Wow. So a total of 200 bullets. 223. Wow, that is crazy. 55 grain full metal jacket boat tails with cantilever. Wow, those are beautiful bullets. Let's take a look at this. Thank you, Bison, so much. Thank you. It means a lot to me, it really does. Everything is always packaged so well. CCI number 400 small rifle, 200 count. So those are primers, small rifle, 200 primers to go with the 200 bullets. So right there I can see a 223 video in the future. Definitely 45 long Colt in the future because he's already sent brass for that. What do we have here, folks? Let me move this stuff away just a little bit. So there's my 223 video for the future here. Now Bison, if you're watching, wow, what do we have here? What? Never fired brass. Wow, this is brand spanking new brass. Never fired. Wow, Federal American Eagle brass, never fired. 223, 75 rounds of brass. That is just truly remarkable. I'm not used to receiving such gracious mail calls. Wow. Look at those, they're brand spanking new. That is going to be a fun video to do. Thank you so much, Bison. I will definitely get you a couple videos. I've already got the 45 ACP video sitting on the editing table, and I can see a 223. I'll probably do 50 rounds of 223. Wow, that just truly blows me away. Truly blows me away. Wow, Bison, thank you so much for this gracious mail call. It means so much to me. It really does. I'm blown away. I'm truly blown away. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 20 rounds right there. So, wow. There's 10, there's 20. So I'm going to just put this here, flip them over, set it down for a second. Now this flip tray, shake them a little bit, and what that does is it uses these little grooves to orient the primers to the right orientation, and then I'll stick this lid on and I'll flip the whole unit over. Pick these babies up. $19, $20. Now on the top of the press here, arm, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this hitch pin, and it's going to insert the primer's piece of brass here. It's previously lubed. We're going to raise the ram all the way up. We're going to resize, and we don't have to worry about decapping because this is brand new brass. And then as we raise the ram forward, you can see there's a primer on the primer cup there. We're going to come all the way forward, and then I will push this forward, and we will have just seated a primer onto that station. I will put a new piece of brass in station 1, and it's going to do the same process, but we're going to move over here to station 2. Station 2 has a new job. It's going to come up into this powder die, and I'm going to give it a powder charge. So all the way up, there's my powder charge. Now let's go all the way down. We'll seat a new primer, and I'm going to pull the brass locator pin off, because what I want to do here is I want to verify my powder charge. You can see the powder just underneath the mouth of the case there. So let's come right here. I'm going to put my little pan on there and I'm going to zero my scale. We're going to verify this powder charge. 24.4. And if we look at the can of Varget for 223, we can go up to 27.5. And I know 24.5 is a good weight because my reloading manual tells me I can use it at that low of a weight. So we've verified our powder charge. Now we put the powder back into station 2. What we're going to do here is we're going to put the brass locator button right back on the press, and we have just seated a bullet into station 3. So as we come forward, we're going to seat a primer in station 1, and since this is the first round that's going through the press, we're going to remove this and we're going to take a look at the overall length of the cartridge. That very first one, 2.20. So we will turn on our calipers, and I know we can go longer. We can go up to like 2.26. So let's go for 2.20. Wow, look at that. It is just right on the money. I'm going to put the brass locator button back in. And what's going to happen in station 4 is it's going to crimp the bullet. So we raise the ram, give ourselves a powder charge, come down, seat a primer, index forward. Now we have our very first completed round. Let's take a look at this round. What I want to do is I want to clean it with my rag. So I've got my first completed round here. I'm going to get rid of all the lubricant that was on that brass. Let's take a look and make sure the primer's seated well. Primer's seated very well. Looks like a very nice round. Another thing I want to do is I want to take my case length gauge and I want to drop this in and see how it fits. If you have any kind of brass sticking up in the center of these two marks right here, then you need to trim that brass. But in this case, our brass trim length is fine, and our head space is fine, our primer seating depth is fine, and everything is very good with this bullet. So that's our first round. The only thing I don't like is getting my big old hands in the way. Now each time before I seat the bullets, it's very important that I'm making sure that I'm checking my powder charge and that my powder charge is not, I'm not cycling on to the next station without a proper charge. I don't want to squib load. 1, 2. There we go. So the operation is very simple, very straightforward. You want to make sure that you have powder before you go on to the next step. Once you get this thing, the base is loaded, so to speak, it's a pretty simple process. It's a pretty straightforward process. It's very easy to do. So I'm looking in there and I see a good powder charge. Make sure I charge the case before I bring the round back down. And that's all there is to it, folks. We are progressively loading 223 Remington right now. Give the powder a little bit of time to fall. Don't want to be coming down on your downstroke too fast, because if you do, then what's likely to happen is you're likely to not allow all the powder to get it filled into the case. I always verify powder before I raise the ram. Before I seat that bullet. We have two more. Seat a bullet, charge the powder, come here, and that's one. We have a good charge. There we go. So, there you have it. 20 rounds. 223 Remington, courtesy of Bison Uberti. Well, folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this unboxing, and I want to say thank you to Bison Uberti for sending these great resources for me to be able to put together some of these beautiful bullets. These are 223 Remington. They have 24.5 grains of varget, and they are overall length of 2.20. Beautiful bullets. Thank you again so much. Please feel free to leave your comments down below, like this video, share this video, and as always, if you like the type of content that you see on my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you, and until next time, thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day.